I say shout out to Baronoli. Baronoli, 48 months as a member, earning their Emerald Crown. Thank you, Baronoli, for 4 years as a supporter of this channel. I very much appreciate you. Okay, so here's the thing, folks. FYI, yesterday, we hit 1 goal, which is great, and we're on track, if we have support this week, to do our new DSP Tries It by the end of the week. Okay? DSP Tries It will be when we hit 90 goals total. We're at 82 right now. And it's going to be DSP Tries It, the new How to Train Your Dragon meal from Burger King. It actually releases tomorrow. Okay? I'm excited for the meal because it's going to have more than one new item. It's going to have a Whopper with a special bun. It's going to have a brand new side, something like a fiery mozzarella fries. Also, it's going to have a new drink, which is some kind of a summer lemonade. And then it's going to have a new sundae. So that's like 4 items to try. Okay, I'm excited for that. I hope you guys are too. Haven't done a gimmicked meal since the Minecraft meal 2 months ago. So it'll be good to try something different. What I do like about this meal is that it's actually new items. It's not, oh, we're just repackaging the same items with packaging and charging more. They're actually giving you new food offerings, okay? Now, that releases tomorrow. Let's see how we do this week. If we stay on track and we hit goals every stream, we will absolutely be doing this by Friday, okay? So let's do it. Let's hit a goal every stream. Let's, on Friday, do the How to Train Your Dragon meal from Burger King. That would be exciting, and I think that would be good timing as well. It'll be about a week since we did the Red Robin DSP Tries It, okay? Now, for 100 goals hit, we're doing a big special milestone marathon. What is it? I'm still not telling you. I'm going to tell you at the end of this week what the milestone marathon will be. I don't want to spoil it ahead of time, but it is coming up. It's going to be exciting. What I will tell you is that it's a first-time thing. I have never done this kind of event before, so I'm very excited to do it. I hope that you guys will join me for it. I think it's going to be a great time. Some people are really, really going to like it. I think others will not like it, to be honest. But I want to try something different, and this is something that I'm doing. It's not letting other people influence it and screw it up. So I think it's going to go well. All right? Good stuff coming. And thank you for your support. Let's get it going. Speaking of which, can we get our first piece of support for today? Can we get our first super chat? How about a tip or a sub over on Kick? Let's get some support rolling today so that we can get that momentum going, get some shout outs going. Now, FYI, let's hang out and let's have a good time on the show today. I really don't have any topics to talk about. And you might say, well, why not? Because gaming news is very dry right now. Why? Well, because Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase and likely other events are right around the corner. So because of that, really no information about games is really coming out right now. It's very, very, very sparse. So, you know, that's why this week I decided, hey, let's not do a podcast tomorrow. Let's skip it and get extra gameplay of Clair Obscur. Hey, let's not do a podcast Friday and instead get much extra gameplay of Elden Ring Night Reign, which everyone's going to want to see at launch, right? So that's what we're doing. Good stuff, all right? But what I'd like to know is, what do you guys want to talk about today? So first of all, let's get some support for the podcast, and let's see what you guys want to talk about today. But before we get to that, I would like to say one quick thing. For those who don't know, today is Memorial Day in the United States. This is a national holiday here, but I know I have an international audience. Not everyone celebrates it, but I want to take a moment to just say, first of all, thank you to anyone out there who serves in the American. Wow, that's a pretty botched thing. Let's try that again. Thanks to everyone out there who serves in the American military. I very much appreciate your service and the sacrifice that you give to keep this country safe and to give us the freedoms that we have. Today on Memorial Day, we take a moment to remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, those who didn't come back from their deployments, and to say, thank you so very much. We're never going to forget you. And it is an honor and a privilege to be able to live in the country that you defended and gave your life for. Thank you for that, okay? If you know anyone today who's in the armed forces, reach out to them and just say thanks. They're going to appreciate it. Trust me, okay? Okay. Today, traditionally, a lot of people do cookouts and do, uh, holiday get-togethers with their family members. All right. Sadly, for a lot of people in America, today is a day of shopping and drinking. Don't ask me how going out and shopping honors the troops. And don't ask me how getting so inebriated that you're drunk driving and acting like an idiot honors those who serve. It doesn't. But sadly, in America, we tend to turn everything into some kind of a commercialized holiday for yourself rather than for the actual intended purpose. Okay. So I just wanted to say that before we get to an open Q&A and stuff like that. Please, today, say thank you to anyone who you know who has served. And this is sincerely from me to anyone out there who watches me or my content who has served in the armed forces. I salute you and thank you so very much for what you have done for us. Okay. All right. Now moving on. Shall we discuss anything today, my friends? How you doing today, King Michael? Good to see you. Queen of Hearts says she likes the green shirt today, do you? Eddie Bauer. That's right. Eddie Bauer shirt today. I like this one too. Is this, wait a minute. Is this Eddie Bauer? Maybe it's not. What is it? What does that tag say? I don't think it is Eddie Bauer. I think it's LL Bean, actually. I can't read the tag, and the tag, there's no tag down here. I think it's LL Bean, actually, not Eddie Bauer. Excuse me. LL Bean shirt. So I think it's the only piece of LL Bean that I own, actually. Did it say J. Crew? Maybe it's J. Crew. I don't even know. It's a nice shirt. It's definitely a nice shirt. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I have no idea. If I had to serve in a military branch, which one would I pick? I don't know. You know, everyone has something that's extra, like specialized, but also pretty difficult. You know, I could swim, but I'm not a good swimmer. So should I be in the Navy? Right? I'll say this: I probably wouldn't be in the Air Force because I have an abnormal fear of heights, just irrational fear of heights. It doesn't make sense. I just have a fear of heights, so I probably couldn't do that. Coast Guard. All right. You can be in the Air Force and not be in the air. I mean, that's true, but what's the point? Why join the Air Force if the goal is not to be in the air? Isn't that what you want to do? Like, nah, the recruitment story is stupid because here's the thing. I've told a story of how when I was in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And I went to a recruitment office and there was a very cocky recruiter. And he was so cocky that it actually turned me off from considering enlisting. I was seriously considering it at one point, and then the guy was such a dick that I was just like, I don't want to do it, and I didn't. But I don't want to sit here and tell that story on Memorial Day and be like, oh, that's representative of all who serve. It's not at all. But it just goes to show if you have the wrong person in a position like that, that it could actually change a lot and hinder a lot. And I wonder how many people that guy turned off from recruiting just because he was a cocky dick, you know? We already talked about MREs. I'm not really interested in them. Oh, yeah. Queen of Hearts says, I saw the final Mission Impossible movie. It's a good send off of the series, but it does kind of leave it open ended. Huh. I mean, think of it this way. If it weren't for that cocky recruiter, I might have enlisted. I might have engaged in an entire lifetime of military service, in which case I never would have been in competitive Street Fighter. I never would have ever stepped foot on. I probably never would have watched the Angry Video Game Nerd or the Nostalgia Critic. I never would have thought to do a YouTube video. I never would have been engaged in any of this stuff. I would have just been a military guy for my whole life. You know, what a different life that would have been. What an idiot. Someone in chat just says, oh, you wouldn't have been good for the military because you struggle with confrontation. Yes, because the entire time that I was a competitive Street Fighter player, and every single moment I was in a confrontation with opponents and I was beating them and winning tournaments and I was performing on a stage in front of thousands of people, and I'm here every single day with a public face. Oh yeah, I'm really bad at confrontation. You fucking mouth drooler. You stupid dunce. Why do you listen to morons? Yeah, I'm really bad with it. I just can't handle the pressure. You're right. I just crack. Constantly cracking. You got it. Okay. Oh, really? Battle Duck says, my parents always put enlistment forth as a punishment, saying if you don't go to school, you have to go to the army. Now, looking back at it, I'm thinking maybe it was a missed opportunity. You know, you got to understand that's a huge sacrifice, right? You're giving up your personal freedoms and you're risking it all. You have no idea what's going to happen in the world when you enlist. And at any moment, you could end up being deployed into a freaking war zone. And, that's what you're signing up for. That's insane levels of commitment, courage, strength, fortitude, things a lot of people don't have. Wishy-washy, jello people who can't even fucking take someone spelling their name wrong on their coffee cup at Starbucks. Or, God forbid, someone say something to you on the internet and you get all, oh, I got internet bullied, right? Unbelievable how some people are. So you have to understand that the people who enlist have a level of strength that is very different from the common person. We have no